Happy 2024. This is the 54th episode of From Impossible to Inevitable. I'm your host, Megan Bauer. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I am so excited that this is airing on the first Friday of the year, which, if you've been following from the beginning, or you've gone back and you've listened to the very first episodes, I started this podcast on the first Friday of 2023. And it feels like a huge accomplishment to be standing here again a year later, still having things to talk about. I hope that this podcast has been fun and uplifting and encouraging and motivating and giving you some ideas on how to tackle things in your life. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your listens, the love that you send to me. And I am excited to have another year with you. So last year, I did a little mini series on 3 things that I learned from my then 3-year-old, my 9-year, I can't remember if she was 8 or 9, my older daughter, and my dog. Today, I want to share with you 3 things I've learned from my mom. She's been with me from the beginning, so of course I have learned things from her, and I narrowed down a seemingly limitless list to the top 3 things that I love about her, that I have learned from her and still continue to observe in her. So, this episode is dedicated to my mom and all that she has done and taught me and my siblings, or strived to teach us. We can all be a little bit stubborn, and we all have made our own, choices, even despite the things that she has taught her. And that's just kind of life. And my kids will continue and do those things to me too. So it all gets paid back in kind, I guess. Anyways, so one of the things that my mom has taught me is that there is always beauty all around. She lives really close to the mountains and has even redone a part of her house so that she can see the mountains every single day and look at their majesty and just really take in the beauty of those gorgeous mountains that she lives right next to. So no matter what the weather is, no matter how she's feeling, she can still take in that beauty. But when she's out and about, she's always finding the beautiful things around her to appreciate, whether we're window shopping or actually shopping, or there's flowers around or whatever it is. If it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's a beautiful sunny day, she finds the beauty around her from nature and man-made things. She is just very aware and very attuned to finding that beauty. Kind of going hand in hand with that is looking for the good. She is very good at finding the good in situations, in people, and pulling that out and really acknowledging that. So a lot of the times we get stuck in, oh, this is a bad situation, or I really don't like this. And she is really good at finding that silver lining and pulling that out and acknowledging that and bringing your attention to it. So that's one of the things that I try really hard to do with my girls when we have a difficult situation or something we um, didn't really want, or whatever it is. There's always something. Even if it's a seemingly small thing, it can change your perspective and it can change how you view the situation or the person or the experience or whatever it is that you're dealing with. The last thing that she has always taught me from my earliest years, I remember her talking about giving others the benefit of the doubt. We don't very rarely, actually, let me say it this way, very rarely do we know all the things. Do we know all the circumstances, all the patterns of thought, all the feelings, all of the background information on why someone is choosing to do or behave or say the things that they're doing or saying? Very rarely do we know all of that background information that informs that decision. And so there is a lot of room for doubt. And we can choose to fill that in with negative things that color that whole thing negatively for us, or we can choose to fill that in with positive things and color it positively for us. And either way, it is what it is. However, we're changing the experience for ourselves. And that's a really powerful thing. I had this experience over the holiday. I was texting a friend and it felt to me that she was being unusually short with me. And I didn't know why. And so I kind of just I was going a little bit crazy in my head thinking, did I do something? Did I say something? Did I forget something? What did I do? And I was kind of going crazy inside. I I don't know what I did. And so I just asked her. I was like, "I'm sorry, did I do something? Please tell me. Did I upset you? Did I hurt you? What happened here?" And it turns out, very simply, that her phone was quite literally buried under a pile of laundry, and she was responding to my text messages on her watch. And so she wasn't really, she was being as short and concise as possible because it's harder to text on your watch and it's not, whatever it is. But I was freaking out over literally nothing. She was responding to me the best she could in the moment. Excuse me. And I didn't know what the circumstances were. And I probably would behave that way either way because I would want to know, like, hey, did I do something? If so, I'm ready to apologize. What happened? Um However, it's just a good illustration of, okay, I don't have cause to freak out on the inside right now. She has 4 children. She is busy. She's leaving on a trip soon. There are so many other things that I could have just been like, she's being short with me, not necessarily because I did something wrong, but because she has 4 kids at home. You don't even really need other reasons. That's a lot. When I have just my 2 at home, it feels like a lot, and she's got 4, and the last one is less than 2. So that's a lot. Anyways, so there's always lots of room for the benefit of the doubt, and it doesn't change the other person. It doesn't change the experience. It doesn't change what's happening or what has happened. It changes how you feel about that. And that is really powerful. When you can change how you feel, it changes a lot. And so it's just a tiny shift in perspective. Like, I don't have all the information why this person is being rude to me. I don't have all the information on why this person just cut me off in traffic. I don't have all the information on why this person is being short with me or whatever it is. Just another quick example on extending that benefit of the doubt. This same friend was in another situation with somebody else who's typically very patient, and she said something, and this other person blew up at her. Like, it was so unexpected that it was shocking. It was just like, wow, whoa, whoa. I don't know what happened. Like, and my friend, being right there and in the brunt of it, it really hit her hard. But when she relayed the story to me, I was removed enough from it, and I know enough about the people involved that I was like, there's something going on there. There's something else happening in that person's life that when you asked this question, it triggered all of it and you just received the whole blow up. There's something going on there. And it turns out later there was something going on there. And it had been, event after event after event that had stacked up. And finally, my friend was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, so to speak, and received the I can't take it anymore kind of crazy. And apologies were made. Everything is fine. It's hard to see that and process that when you're the person who's accidentally receiving the whole explosion. Um, and so I'm glad I was able to be far enough removed that I could comfort her and tell her, look, this wasn't even about you. I can guarantee it wasn't even about you, which is true. It wasn't even about her. And sometimes we are that person in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it's not even about us. It's not even about what we've just done or what we've just said. It's about all of these other things that have piled up in this person's life that has led them to do, say, or explode in the way that they have. So the whole point of that is there's a lot of room to give others the benefit of the doubt. We tend to, just because we don't know the whole story for everything for everybody ever, we fill in the blanks in our own head. And if we can fill in the blanks with positive assumptions and giving people the benefit of what we don't know about their situation, about what's going on, we can change how we interact with them and we can change how we feel. And again, like I said, that is so powerful. It's so powerful to be able to change how we feel for the better. So, just in summary, 3 things I've learned from my mom, from an endless, limitless list of things that I have learned from her, are there's beauty all around you. There really is. No matter where you are, what climate you're in, what city you're in, wherever you are, there is beauty. You can go find it. The second thing is to look for the good. No matter what situation, experience, whatever it is, there's something good. It might be tiny, but the more you focus on the good, the more you will find. And the third thing is to give others the benefit of the doubt. There's lots of room for doubt. There's lots of room for assumptions. And when you fill in those blanks, fill it in the most generously you can, because it makes a big difference to you. So there we have it. The first episode of 2024, wrapping it up. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for another year of From Impossible to Inevitable. Thank you so much. I hope you have the best day. Until next time, bye for now.